Oh my God, I had to plug my thing. Anyway, everybody! Woo! Driving! When am I not driving? I don't know, bitches. I drive. Because I drive. Anyway, it's me, Kiki. Yo, it's me, Kiki. Yo. With another video today, driving on my way home from work, from the norm, from my government job. I'm wearing red today. I think red's my color. Red's always been my color. Yo, dog. But that be like, no, I'm just kidding. But anyways, Kiki coming at you with another video. Some breaking news then came forth. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll put links to my Instagram and my store. Yes, I am a CEO, worker bee, parent, all these above. You know, sometimes I get a little bogged down and busy, so I can't really do I can't do videos, but I always come back somehow and do a video. Breaking news today, so we're going to talk about the breaking news today. Breaking news. I don't have any breaking news music. Sorry, I'm driving. I'm trying not to die or kill anybody. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope y'all had I had a very busy weekend. My God. So, but I'm here because, you know, things are going on in our society that we need to talk about today. Harvey Weinstein. Yes, let's get into it. Harvey Weinstein, the famous Hollywood producer and rapist, apparently. Not even allegedly. Found guilty today. I don't know what his sentencing is going to be. I just read it. Like I said, I've been at work, so, but I guess, you know, they're going to have to do the sentencing later. But yeah, he was found guilty, people. So, Harvey Weinstein, bye bitch, you and Epstein, bye, chunking the deuce on your asses. Yeah. How do I feel about Harvey Weinstein? I think he deserved to be guilty. It was a open secret in Hollywood that he was a lecher, which for those people who don't know what that means, it's an old school word for me and somebody's a freaking pervert. He took advantage of a lot of women. I didn't know that Annabella Sciorra, which she's an actress, she used to be a really well-known TV and movie actress back in the 80s and 90s. She got up there and testified, even though the statute of limitations was passed, but she was just relating, and I think she had somebody back her up, like what she was saying. But this man was a menace in Hollywood, and I'm glad that he is going to go to jail. I also like to give the Academy Awards. Since it's award season, let's give out an award. I'd like to say the Best Acting Award goes also to Harvey Weinstein, who showed up with a walker, looking frail. I was like, oh, good job. He's giving like that, you know, I'm crippled tea. Like, I'm too crippled to rape anybody tea. You know, oh, he had heart problems and he with a walker. Oh my God, that was an epic performance. Like, he, you know, giving a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You know, whoo. Yes, he was giving everything to that role. He laid it all out there in the movie. He put it all out there. He was chewing scenery, honey. But anyway, yes, he came up with a walker, and he's so frail. You know, I'm too frail to sexually assault anybody. Ooh, get the fuck out of here. That bullshit, Harvey Weinstein. Nice try, though. Nice try, bro. Nice try. But, yeah, I find him irreprehensible. And now I wish that people who want to make excuses for other men out there will stop whining about Harvey Weinstein. You know who you are, because I've seen it on YouTube, on places. Well, Harvey, what about Harvey Weinstein? I'm like, Harvey Weinstein's it's in trial. Like, I've been telling people this for months. Y'all act like Harvey Weinstein just been, like everybody just forgot and he wasn't gonna go to court. I'm like, do y'all not even watch the news, or y'all just saying shit because y'all heard somebody else say it? I've been saying for months, and people, what about Harvey Weinstein? We have all these black actors and they're getting picked on. What about Harvey Weinstein? I'm like, he's going to court. Damn. I'm like, what? Are you just saying shit just to be saying shit? Like, are you just blissfully happy in your ignorance. Because, you know, a lot of people are blissfully happy. I'm going to say it again. Happy in their ignorance. Like, we live in an age where you can Google pretty much anything. You can read up pretty much anything. I had to sit there and get on, and God knows me over there talking about, I wasn't defending Harvey Weinstein, but someone's like, oh, you're defending. I'm like, I'm not defending Harvey Weinstein. His ass is finna go to court. Like the rest of them should. I'm like, are you just that dumb? Are you just lazy, or both? Or you just want to live in your own little world where facts don't matter? Like, where, you know, you can't possibly, like, take 2 seconds to Google about what's going on with Harvey Weinstein and knowing that there was a trial coming up and a trial going on. And it's not like he's just sitting at home scot-free. Like, what about Harvey Weinstein? Well, I'm like, he going to court. He's not getting away with shit. I tried to tell people this. I'm like, y'all act like just because somebody is found guilty or get away with something, it don't mean that other people ain't guilty. What kind of stupidity is that? Like, I don't care if Harvey Weinstein was found not guilty. It doesn't mean he didn't do it, and it doesn't mean other people get accused, no matter what race, creed, color, nationality, sexual orientation. I don't care who you are. Period. I am not making excuses for murderers, rapists, serial killers, people who take advantage of women and children, people who take advantage of elderly, people who hurt people. I'm not giving, I have no fucks to give you. I have no benefits of no doubts to give you. I'm sorry. I don't care if we got the same skin color. I don't give a damn. I don't care if you can dribble a ball, you can pass a ball. I don't care if you can rap, sing, dance. Hell, I don't care if you can do all 5 of them. I don't care if you got 16 charitable organizations. I don't care. If you ain't shit, you ain't shit. It is what it is. I keep telling people, stop worshiping these celebrities and these famous and these rich people like they're gods. They are not. They're average people with their own set of baggage and their own lives and their own agendas and their own. And then you want to put these people on a pedestal, and then you want to tear them down. And to me, that just makes you look stupid. Ain't nobody put Oprah on no pedestal. I didn't. I'm like, Oprah is good at what she does. She's rich. She deserves to be rich. She's a mogul. She is a person I would want to emulate business-wise. Like, she is given to a lot of charities. But it don't make her God. Jay-Z, Beyonce, not gods. Nicki Minaj, you're not a god. I'm sorry. Just because you got some money and you got talent in the entertainment industry, mind you, I'm like, no. I like business people who have come from nothing to start businesses, who have become rich, the Robert Smiths of the world. Those are the people that I look up to. I don't sing, so therefore I don't look up to any singer. I like Rihanna. I love that she got the President's Award, NAACP, last night, y'all, just in case you missed it. And she does a lot of things for charity, and she deserved her awards. I love actors and actresses who have lots of talent. I'm not an actor or actress. Those are not people that I look up to. I look up to business people because I'm a business owner. I'm looking to see who owns Lush, who owns Bath and Body Works, because that's the kind of business that I'm in. Why would I look up to an actor or actress or a singer when that's not what I do? If that's what you do and that's who you look up to, that makes a little bit more sense. But if you Ray from the corner and you working at Walmart, why are we looking into entertainment people? Like, it's just, y'all, black people, black community, just, I had to take a breath sometimes because it annoys me. Like, I'm just like, I don't know if it's not good home training. I don't know, but you know, I don't know if it's just not life experience. I've lived a lot of life, you know, in my 40 plus years. I won't say how old I am, but I'm over 40. I guess because I'm grown. But a lot of people on Twitter and social media, like, I'm just like, is this how people really think? Have the inmates are running the asylum? I'm just like, what? I'm like, are y'all this stupid? Like, that's why I'm really hard on my children. You know, I try to teach them, like, okay, critical thinking skills. You can't take what people say at face value. Don't idolize singers. Don't idolize actors and actresses and people who get up and sing and dance and make YouTube videos and think that they're gods, because they're not. Somebody, you should be rocking with somebody who has intelligence, rocking with somebody that has built something for themselves and contributed, maybe not to their own wealth, but also to the wealth of maybe the community or wealth of the world. Those are the people I look up to. Whether the person is philanthropic or not, like, I don't really care if, you could just hoard all your money and just be flousing all day. But are you a successful business person? Are you the type of person that either you're in my industry or you're a business person? Those are the person that I look up to. Those are the people that are low-key quiet, that's not all on TV and not clout chasing and not on social media and doing the most. Those I like people who are quiet about their success, and they just do what they do. I like people who do what they do, and without any kind of like applause. I like somebody who's humble and down low. But what I was saying was, my point is that no matter who you are or what you do, these people in these high lofty places, I don't care who you are, you get no excuses from me, like none whatsoever. Like, I'm not here to make excuses for people. And I can't even say men, because there's men, all kinds of men taking advantage of position. Gay ones, straight ones. There's even women out there who take advantage of their position. Gay ones and straight ones. There's a lot of thirsty chicks out there, but it's just the idea that nobody should feel pressure to do anything to get a job or to get a part or to get noticed in their career. They shouldn't feel like, oh, I gotta do some favors. But I know this has been going on for centuries. It's been going on since the dawn of time, But, and then there's other countries and other cultures where it's normal. It's normal for women to hear certain remarks and certain things, and they don't think anything of it. And, that's not our society. We live in a very westernized society. And I'm not saying that everybody who get accused in the Me Too movement have deserve to be accused, or some people's reputations have been destroyed by people falsely accusing them, of course. But that happens in everything. There's people who falsely accuse people of being, racist and everything. And, there's people who have been falsely accused of a lot of things, because people can take advantage of any movement, any situation to their advantage. This is human nature. It's just how it goes. It is what it is. When you're dealing with human beings, nobody is perfect. No movement, no situation, no thing is gonna be without vipers, without vampires, leeches. So, but I'm glad Harvey Weinstein is gonna be. Hopefully, he'll go to jail. I mean, hell, they put Bill Cosby in jail. Don't even get me started on Bill Cosby, because, to be honest with you, Bill Cosby. You put yourself. Look. If I put myself in a situation where I'm out here just slinging it around and, slaying all these white women, I'm sorry, Bill Cosby. And then, like I said, the thing with Bill Cosby wasn't really a secret. It was, I thought everybody knew that there was a rumor going around that I guess that Bill Cosby was going around drugging women. I guess it just depends on what circles you run into, but I know, a few comedians, I won't say who, but that was like an open joke. Like, I know people who've interviewed Bill Cosby, and it was just kind of like, okay, Bill Cosby's a little fresh, he's a little handsy. Like, and I thought this is something that everybody knew, but Bill Cosby got arrogant, y'all. Arrogance will pride before a fall. He got too arrogant with it. And then I'm not going to cover for anybody who has a wife and kid at home, and then you out there slaying everything, everything that moves. Like, I don't have no sympathy for Bill Cosby. I don't have no sympathy for Tiger Woods. Look, I like Bill Cosby as an actor, but I can separate a good actor and a good singer and a good sports person from their personality. Just because you were the dad on the Cosby Show, people are like, oh, I'm gonna run just because you was buying NBC and you were doing all these things, that's fine and great. But I can separate the person from the things that they do. Good people do bad things, and bad people do good things. it is rarely black and white of how people try to I don't understand why grown people have not understood that by now. There are people who are some of the awfulest people in the world that have charities and that do good things. And they may actually feel the need to help the homeless or feel the need to help children. But then the other side of them is they going home and beating their wife every day. I mean, or you got somebody who's a really good person and they donate all their money and their time and they're a good wife or a good mother, a good husband, a good father, but then they cheat on their wife all the time. Or there may have been one time where they may have sexually assaulted somebody or halfway or taken advantage of somebody drunk. Or they may go out and they, smoke crack or something. I don't know. Nobody is 100% on the up and up and 100% on the down. There's rarely few people, I mean, that, not unless they just ain't been discovered, but there's rarely people on this earth that is either or, black or white, good or bad, all good, all bad. It's always shades of gray. So I tell people, stop setting yourself up to get your feelings hurt by these people, because we all walk in shades of gray. There's shit that I do that's shady. You know what I'm saying? Like, I admit it. But again, people don't want to admit their true selves. People don't want to admit their real nature. Most people, not everybody, most people worried about being good or being bad or being perceived as good and bad. Some of us just don't give a damn. I don't care. I've never cared how anybody thought about me or don't think about me. That's the best gift I could give to anybody. I don't care. I've never cared. I've always done my own thing. I used to have blue hair, green hair. People like, oh my God, you doing that? Don't like it, don't look. I've always advocated for certain causes, even though I have not lived those causes. I am not that person. I'm not gay. I've never been gay. I'm all female, 100% born woman. I've never worked for a gay center, but I have no problem, no issues with trans men and gay people. Somebody go in on gay people, trans people, I'm going to be there. I'm an ally. I'm there to swoop in and try to defend, because I believe that I was taught from an early age by my grandmother that everybody has a right to exist. That at one time, black people were not allowed to exist. That we were made to feel. And my grandmother felt that heavily from Mississippi, from the South. She's seen the things that went on. And she was like, the oppressed should never become the oppressor. My grandmother used to say that all the time. The oppressed should never become the oppressor. You can get mad at the people that oppressed you. You can hate on the people that oppressed you. That's totally understandable. But it shouldn't come to the point where you are oppressed and you are therefore oppressing other people that had nothing to do with your pain. The oppressed should never become the oppressor. That's the greatest thing my grandmother told me. And my grandmother also told me that when other people are talking about people of other races, when you leave out the room, they're going to be talking about you. That's another thing that I learned. That you don't let people get away with talking about somebody just because you don't belong to that group. Because anybody who spends their time and their energy talking about somebody because of their race, their sexual orientation, their nationality, their accent, their skin color, the moment you leave, they're going to have something to say about you. They're going to talk about you. The moment you walk out the room, you're going to be the next target. Because people are out there who that's all they want to do is talk about other people and tear down other people. And those people are not worthy of time, energy, allegiance, anything. My grandma told me don't side with people who talk shit about other people. Don't side with people who always got something negative to say. Don't side with people who always like, oh, look at them Mexicans over there. Oh, look at them white people over there. Look at them black people over there. Oh, look how dark she is. Look how dark he is. Don't side yourself, because people who act like that are miserable ass people. And I didn't understand it as a kid what my grandmother meant, but as I got older, I've seen it for myself. I don't never want to have anybody look at me as an oppressor. Period. My grandma told me that being an oppressor is the worst situation you could be in. And people think just because you're on top, you have everything better. But then your soul is destroyed from the inside with hating other people. You may look like you have everything on the outside, but on the inside, your soul is black. You're not a good person. You're not a worthy person. And it all comes back around to you in the end. And then my grandmother also taught me that we should see things from other people's side that you may not be able to understand, but you should seek to understand. And so I always seek to understand things that I don't know. I don't know everything. I always want knowledge before I jump to conclusions. Or sometimes I just don't understand and I want to know why people do certain things. I can never be a man, but I've read books and papers and things about sexual assault and how it happens and what kind of person does these type of things and why, and the mindset of why a person would feel the need to have domination and control, and the things that may have happened in their lives and childhoods that may have warped their thinking in their behavior. Some people have learned to be that way because they've been manipulated or sexually assaulted as a child, or bullied as a kid, or felt some type of way. Usually it's by a parent or a sibling. And then some people, they just born that way. Like some people had the great parents, great growing up, and they just, it's nature versus nurture as to why people do what the things that they do. So I'm always keenly interested in psychology and why people act the way they do and do the things that they do. But as for Harvey Weinstein, we can throw his ass in the jail and throw his ass in there. He crippled, heart attack, whatever. Okay, go die in jail somewhere. Like I said, I have no sympathy for a man that has manipulated people and gained an empire of money and had an opportunity to uplift women and help women. But he did not do that. Instead of, he uses his position of power to manipulate women. And not just the women, but just the men around him that had to keep quiet because they were scared of their own career being in jeopardy. So just imagine, they talk about Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow and her complaining. Just imagine being Brad Pitt and being like, okay, well, I can't really say nothing about this man. He pushing up on my girl. Like I said, sexual assault is not just the assaulter and the victim. You got the victim's spouses, the victim's family. They're all victims in this as well. You got co-workers. You got colleagues. You got other people that's seeing what's going on, and they have to compromise their own morality and compromise their own mindset and put up with shit from people that they just have to put up with because that person is their boss, and they're too scared to say anything. Not everybody is brave. A lot, especially in Hollywood, people's careers are on the line. Their roles are on the line. There are some people in Hollywood that didn't call people out and said things, and baby, you ain't seen them since. You be like, I wonder what happened to such and such. Now, sometimes them people done fell off. They didn't slip into addiction, or they just decided to quit Hollywood and start, settle down and start a family. But some of these people have outed people in Hollywood. Some of these people then told producers and higher-ups what some director was doing, and then next thing you know, they are lightly blackballed, and then they can't find out they can't get work, so they just give up and just move on. So, that just gives you food for thought about some actors and actresses that were really hot in the 90s or the 2000s, and you're like, that was a really nice looking man or woman, and they was in every TV show and every movie, and then you find out that they still look good today. They ain't a crackhead on the corner in LA somewhere. That they are still nice looking people. That they still, and you're like, well, why haven't they been in a movie? Why haven't they been on a TV show? And then, then you find out that, like, okay, they didn't just give up Hollywood to go raise a family. That sometimes there are things that are not said. The reason why certain people, actors and actresses, and even singers too, who may have said things about people higher up, may all suddenly find them that they can't get a record deal, they can't get an audition, they can't find work, and they, some of them just give up, and then maybe 10, 15, 20 years later, somebody will discover them again and give them a pass or whatever. But, it happens. It happens in Hollywood. So, but, that's my Harvey Weinstein. I'll be back to do more videos. We're going to talk about the thing about the lady out in the dudes, and then she got murdered, and, just people just clout chasing foolishness. Anyway, but y'all have a great Monday. And I will talk to you guys. I'm stuck in traffic, so, bitch is stuck in traffic. Whatever. But I will talk to y'all later. It's been 25 minutes. Y'all know I'll be rambling on and on, But that's about it. Peace.